I'm on it.
I realize this means very little to you, but I'm busy.
Hope you're keeping busy, Watcher. We're still running some small tests. Not quite ready for the real thing. What can I do for you? Giacomo? Ak, I know him. He has a little laboratory for himself down in the gullet. His specialty is godlike. Claims he can detect them in the womb. Giacomo rents a room in Ecosi, the Hole, which is that grimy tavern down below. Why he seeks to bury himself, you will have to ask him yourself. Not many animancers down there, so he should be easy to find, if they haven't stolen all his equipment. Alright, go.
Get your supplies here.
Candles and bombs.
Sounds rather attractive.
Please, enjoy the...
You and I, we have a mutual friend, do we not? Good, good. A royal Deadfire operative, Quarno, and his Principi associate, Tola, will meet tonight to... They have bought out the entire first floor for privacy's sake. Even Gunnar, their proprietor, will... Only bathhouse attendants will be allowed to remain, to ensure their comfort. You understand? I will disguise you as a bathhouse attendant, so you might observe their meeting. With luck and some cunning, you may be able to discover the details of their special. You will not be able to take your gear, but do not worry. Should the situation get out of hand, there will be but I am sure it will not come to that. I have had dealings with Tolar in the past, and I am certain she will recognize me. Hence why I have requested assistance from Gelarde. Then you will take your disguise, and I shall take your equipment. Ak, take this rice wine as well. Perhaps you will find use of it, eh?
If I grow hungry or thirsty, I will call for you. Until such a time, leave me in peace.
Something I can do?
Quick and quiet.
I trust you.
Ready when you are. Already on. Leave it to me.
I'd like to see my position. There are no good schools in this area. It's not really known.
Ah, what timing. Landing in all this water's making me thirsty. You seem familiar. Do I know you? Or is it's flatterer. I'm no queen of Nekataka, but I do all right. I captain a ship for the Principe, and the big grouchy guy back there, Quano, works for the Royal Deadfire Company. Doing stuff like selling me cannons. That's what we're celebrating. Damn it. Has anyone ever told you you're great? 'Cause you are really great. You should ditch this stupid bathhouse. Join my crew. I just got a bunch of fancy new... I'm gonna blow up some Valian trading company ships and take their luminous Ardra. But shh. Don't tell anyone. It's a secret. My large friend and I are celebrating a business transaction. But no, I've already had too much.
I still have no need of you.
Can do.
See? Boss was right. We found it.
By the cursed seas, I'll throw you down there myself if you do not hush right now.
Oh no. This does not look good. Why would someone do this to Giaccolo's work? I thought Animance's was even in a place this vile. Someone must have heard or seen something. We should ask the owner if they know what happened. I hope so.
Need something? Can't say I know a Giaccolo, fresh face, but if you're meaning that guy with all the fancy and a schmancy equipment, bunch of pirates. Now, the hole's no high society tea house, but that's still some of the weirdest shit I ever seen go down here. See, the pirates, every one of them was no doubt they hauled him through the Narrows. Heard him hollering the whole way. Poor guy. what you need. Of course.
That's unusual.
Of course you do.
There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quite. Of course.
Well, don't see why not. What do you need?
What is it? What did you see? Madiko. Giacomo abducted by godlike pirates. But why? He has always done his best to help my kind. Watcher, I have asked much of you already. But if you can find time to go to Dunwich to find this Captain Tutsottle, it would mean a great... It did not sound as though he was in imminent danger. But I fear what they will do to him. Not in the Republics. I can't think of why godlike, of all kith, would have any reason to take him. Something strange is going on here. Perhaps it has something to do with his research.
Don't see why not.
Some of our best engineers and...
You know, Palagina... company.
You just miss having someone standing in front of you when Isomir insults half the people in a room.
She won't try to touch your feathers again. That's for certain.
Consider it done.
Do you suppose a Hasongo was a kind of vengeance for Rawatai's assistance with the God Hammer? Oh, listen to me. It was perfetto. What did you discover? Diverus? That is worse than I suspected. Please, explain. Spare me no details. Madiko, our convoy routes are meant to be a well-guarded secret. I might as well have sent the Principe a letter. That is enough to work with. Agrissima, I do believe I'm going to ruin Quarno's day. Belfetto, Watcher. Already our... You've been a great assistance to us in the city, I hear. A great many... Now then, did you have a... I'll answer what I can, of course. Now then.
We said or not, Perrin.
I'd happily tell you if you stopped interrupting my count.
You've had days to count. Now it's time we talked about the price.
Careful. This one's got friends in the Consuelo.
In that case, I'll honor the original price. Consider that a discount among friends. Glad we could do business.
Gelarde, 23 days! This is a new record. Waiting to reach Sayuka, of course. Also testing my newest spell, Renove Miseres. Renewal of air, you would say. Kith have explored every mountain in the Eastern Reach, yet the realm of fish and leviathans remains close to us. It has been my dream to open these steps to discovery, to let Kith breathe as or at least to let us use the air of a single breath again and again. Neither do I. At least it gave me plenty of time to test my work. Back home, they care only for profit, and there is little profit to be had in sticking your head in the glass bucket to watch the fish. But the Rawatayans, they have vision. They chase greater things than gold. So I go to work with them. Sientere, but I had promised not to say. Yes, I have much to do. Many more tests to run before...
Artillery trajectory calculations. Terribly tedious and lamentably imprecise in a storm. But the numbers distract me. Clear skies, Trencher. You found me with a rare spare moment. I've received a report from the dockmaster stating as much. The Royal Deadfire Company appreciates your swift delivery of our cargo. Well? I've received a report from the dockmaster stating as much. The Royal Deadfire Company appreciates your swift delivery of our cargo. Why would she? You're a courier. In any event, the Hazanui's missive suggested you might be able to help us with an issue at port. You may have noticed the outsized coral in the harbor. There's something unnatural about the coral's growth, about everything on this island. And no matter how we trim it back, it only grows large. My engineers deduce that the origin of this disturbance is somewhere off the coast of Sayuka, and I'd like you to investigate. Talk to Avera in the workshop if you care to learn more. I would be grateful.
Let me know if you're in the market for something pointy. Put your eye.
You look hungry. All the wonder...
This area is strictly off-limits to non-company persons.
Calma, amico. Is this not the casito your Hazanui said she would send?
Praise be. The coral in the harbor is growing out of control, and we've found no way to stop it. We're at our wits' end. I've surmised that a magical disturbance must be the source. So far as I can tell, the most likely candidate is a strange magical signature emanating from someplace off the southeast coast of the...
The Huana's records show that an ancient and Guithan ruin, Signath Moor, once stood at that approximate location. I do not doubt that something in that ruin... Terguono, take this. It is my masterpiece, Uck. The helmet should allow you to breathe underwater for time enough to deal with the disturbance, provided, of course, that you hurry.
The Royal Deadfire Company thanks you for...
And your bravery.
here!
Who are you? What are you doing here? I had thought... I hoped to never... Why did you bring it here?
You said you would come back for me, but you never did. Alone for all those years, picked up and discarded by countless strange hands, hoping every time that they might...
It was no fault of yours. It is I who am to blame. It was shame. I was born a cipher. As a young woman, I was apprenticed to a master animancer. He was keen to refine the art of housing souls, and he believed someone of my parents made a pretty copper on that deal. When I left him, I took Moldware with me. I thought it was my responsibility to look after it. I decided that my penance for Moldware's creation would be to hunt those who used animancy for terrible ends. For a time, I took a position with Dunreed Row in Defiance Bay. I saw things that, with every unscrupulous animancer brought to justice, my guilt grew, knowing I was their equal in evils done. I fled for Deadfire to the Principe, but I was too naive to know that shame has fleet feet. It devoured me. I thought if Moldware were gone, I might finally be free. But what of you? What do you want?
I don't remember my life before, so I can't hate you for stealing it from me. I don't know if I will ever be able to forgive your betrayal, but... I would still prefer to stay with Ingfrith if she would have me. But I care for you as well. I have to wonder, what'll happen to me after both of you die? Though I've only known life as a weapon and I've no desire to die, I'm only a weapon. A tool. And even though you're still a ham-handed halfwit, I trust you. So you decide.
You're right. After what I've done, I have no claim to it.
Hey, so... we need to talk about what happened with Ingfrith. Good? Bad? Should I be angry she was willing to let me go? Should I be happy you wanted to... You know what? You're right. We're good. I'm happy. The past is past, and all that emotionally... Hey. Thanks. You know... Ew. I think your sincerity's rubbing off on me. Before you get all bent out of shape. Mostly.
I welcome your return. I hope Catherine put on a good show for you before the end. There's just the one crew member left now. Torkar, the tactician. Big, ogre-shaped. Makes his home in dunnage. He...
Puny. Too puny to join my crew. Go away. Be gone. Scram. As I said, I seek bodies for a crew. It is kind of you to announce yourself to me, bounty hunter.
Need a hand? How do you like that?
Oh, good.
I am ready.
Death to those who oppose the republics! Meri publices, per Milanis!
Something I can do? That must have hurt.
I'm here.
Lava beyond sick.
Lavru beyond sink.
This is futile!
Son of a cur!
Ready when you are. You're
Yes.
special.
That's right.
Ah.
Glory be- Yeah? Lavru beyond sink.
Oh?
and rough.
Confound it! It usually works.
Oh, good.
Hmm?
That'll do.
Tell me.
I shall deal with this one.
Yeah?
Just like... Yes! Tell me.
Yeah? Lava be on sync! Keep moving. This here is for the crew of the Divine Barge. You ain't a part of it, so you ain't getting inside. Have you tried the Wild Mare in Nekataka? I'm sure they have a boy or two who would let you call him Giaccolo for a couple hours.
Herr Complanca, let us pass. I know you have Giaccolo. I have known him since I was a...
So? Why should I care?
He saved my life. He has saved the lives of many of our kind. Whatever you think he has done, you have the wrong idea about him.
Fine. I probably won't live to regret this. After you.
Kazenza, we are honored by your presence, Captain. What brings you to this place? I see. We ourselves have been debating what to do with Giaccolo for quite some time. We are lost in the woods. You will guide us out by traveling the branching paths of Altlea. A forest is defined by its boundaries. There are a finite number of ways through a forest, just as there are a finite number of ways this can end. I know the ways out of the forest, but you will choose the paths to take. A woman is with a child, and she learns that if the child is born, it will suffer greatly. If she ends the child's life before it truly begins, is this good?
Saw enough of that during the Legacy. Answer simple enough. When they ended it early, that was bad beyond measure. And when they didn't, same thing.
You discover a powerful new technology, but you are afraid some people may misuse it for... Would you destroy the technology? Regulate access to it? Or make it available to...
Certainly it should not be destroyed. It would only be a matter of time before someone else...
Well, there's always the potential for ill, but we cannot govern people by removing their choices. We must trust that reason and moderation will win out.
An enemy of yours is being persecuted. The grounds of the persecution are, by measure of your own compass, unfair. Would you allow the persecution to continue, or would you intervene to stop it? You learn that someone who does great good for many people is unintentionally going to do great harm to many people. The harm may not be great, or it may be so great that it dwarfs the good they have done. You have an opportunity to prevent this by killing them. Do you do so? In a world that is not the one I have proposed, perhaps, but these are the branching paths. Very well. Your path has led to this conclusion. Giacomo will be killed and his research destroyed.
Que? What is this? You haven't even explained what he's done.
Giacomo has discovered a method by which one may detect a godlike fetus in a mother's womb. In the Deadfire archipelago, parents consider a godlike child to be a blessing. From Bereth and Helia to Andra and Galawain, all are beloved. Appearing mutilated at birth, many godlike of Scan are killed with the tacit approval of the tribe. Those who aren't killed lead miserable lives. I am certain that it is a difficult choice for many parents, but the fact remains that they end the lives of their children for something that is not their fault. I do not accept that. We do not accept that. That is why we captured Giacomo and brought him here, to decide what should be done about him.
And now you're going to kill him because of how the Watcher answered your stupid riddles.
Yes. There may be superior ways to debate this subject, but it is the best approach I could conceive. Our group was conflicted, so I posed to you a series of hypothetical questions, absent the specific context. While you may have deduced some hint of the context during the questioning, it was a less biased method of reasoning than we were engaged in. After all, for us, this is a matter of... Now, if you will excuse us, we must deal with the matter at hand. You have my...
I cannot make the same promise, Captain. Permet Kontynuacja...
Oh?
Athek worth and rough!
Yeah? Moeth, Ixie, Onus!
Yeah?
Need a hand? There's a...
Oh, good.
Que? I am ready. Perfecto!
Oh? No mercy!
Lavaru, be on sake!
Ready when you are. How do you like that?
What do you need?
Pariathus!
Madigo. Tatsato left us no choice. And I couldn't save Jokul. I will always remember what he did for me. What he tried to think that Tatsatl and his crew were willing to kill for this. For the mere possibility that Jokolo's research could be misused. Did they really have that much to fear? Ach, I concur. I am glad that we put an end to him and his crew. Let us leave this place. A fine prize, to be certain. Agrasim.
It seems the Huana have their own version of it.
I welcome your return, I'd say it's a shame to have lost such a brilliant mind, but Torkar didn't give you any... You've put to bed the last of the Firebrand's crew, my friend, which was more than I ever could have hoped for. Thank you truly. I can rest easy.
Just say the word. Not a problem.
So, we're back. Did you miss us? About that. Something happened out there, and it's got me all turned around. I didn't exactly deliver a missive. That parchment was meant for me, and I delayed opening it as long as I could. Atsura gave me a name and a location. That was all. When you're a sharpshooter by trade and your boss doesn't offer clarification, you learn the rub of it is. My target wasn't some ship's captain or an ogre swinging a fence post. He was the Ranga of a Huana tribe. The village was beachside. No sign of foreign occupation. I might have been the first outsider to make land, and they were just simple folk going about their lives. Couldn't have been more than 50 of them. Their Ranga, though? He had a voice that carried, that echoed in the hearts of...
He was my target. You can guess what happened next. I picked a spot and a time of day. Morning, west-facing, plenty of tree cover. He left his hut, mussed his kid's hair, and set off for the beach on the other side of the island. Checking. Ishi followed him overhead, and I followed him with my sights. Holding, and then I stopped. I pictured all those captains I'd riddled with holes and wondered. I shot him in the back of the head. He was a corpse before he hit the ground. It took a while for his kin to find him, but only seconds to figure out that he didn't die of a weak heart. This tribe surprised me. They acted like I kicked over their anthill. They got mad. The old Ranga went onto a pyre, and the new one snapped into place. She took up the call for unity while the embers were still warm. Acted like I hadn't just killed her boss for doing the same thing. Of course. I shoot to disrupt soldiers and end conflicts. Not to stifle ideas or crush spirits. That's Valian work. Fair question. Short answer, Atsura uses different codes for each of us. I could teach myself to write Ingwithan before I cracked another agent's instructions. They mourned, they seethed, they tore at their hair. But they rebuilt. By the time I left, they were talking about peace with the other tribes like it was inevitable. I guess that depends on how much faith you have in Atsura's plan. If you don't mind, I need to let this brew in my head for a while and see what bubbles up. Thanks for letting me unload in the meantime. We should talk to Atsura. He'll want to know that I've done as he asked.
How may I help?
Lava rules
Speak
beyond
freely.
seek.
Ha! Right between the eyes.
What can I do you for?
Something I can do?
Can't make a dent. Just say the word.
Happy to oblige. Ho! Smart, don't it?
Yeah? There's death to our enemies!
Tell me.
Lava rules.
This is futile!
Here we go.
No problem.
Speak your mind, Captain. Sure am. And I heard that you two spent some time together. Funny how the gods toss things together. Kana came back from the Deerwood with a head full of ideas about Rauatai's expansion. Getting out from under the academics suited him. I never knew he could be so political. More than his sister ever could be. You clearly had some sway on his opinions, more than I ever did. Wish you had told Kana to give up on the poetry. He's got no ear for it. You kept him alive in any case, while he wandered the lands in search of stories. I do with bullets what Kana did with words. Just in case you were wondering, the comparison ends there. I won a shooting competition at the Ranganui's estate. This was a few years before. As a reward, he gave me the freedom of the royal eyrie and said I could take my pick of the warbirds. Stinkfeathers here kicked a rather pretty hawk off my arm so he could have me all to himself. Been inseparable ever since. Ishi, where are your manners? Thank the nice captain.
Ready when you are. Leave it to me.
The Hazanui sending for the Gunhawks.
I saw one shoot once. Hit a lurch shark in the eye from 200 feet away.
Clear skies. Indeed. I hope we return victorious.
It's done in any case. I'll leave you to decide what victory means.
Maya has been assisting with plans to work toward peace in some of the more tumultuous parts of Deadfire.
A noisy kind of peace, but it's all we're likely to get.
Then we must take what we can. I'm certain Harama would agree. He's well, after all, thanks to your decisive action. Twaha reports success and sends her thanks for your swift intervention. You have aided your countrymen with distinction. There is no higher honor to which a trencher may ascribe. But what of your own assignment? For a most noble cause, you've always been self-sufficient and resolute in purpose, Maya. It surprises me that you should discuss your orders so free.
Cargo shifts on long journeys no matter how tightly you tie it down, sir.
At ease. When it comes down to it, I know you will always do what must be done. Rawatai values your service, as do I. And I can think of no better reward for the rough country's finest sharpshooter than a piece such as this. I won't keep you. I know you both have plenty of business to attend.
Oh, you wanted something, Captain? What, me? Been trying to say that it's a pity you're already accounted for, Cap. Forget I said anything. It's not important.
may I help?
Lavaru beyond sick.
What can I do you for? Moe, Ixie, Oneth.
Just say the word. You
Just like that.
You were saying?
Ha! Right between the eyes.
What can I do you for? Lavaru beyond sick.
I'm here.
Lavaru beyond sick.
Your orders? Ha! See that, Ishi?
Ready when you are. There's a
Oh,
treat.
good.
Something I can do? Stay behind me.
Yes? Yeah! That's it!
Happy to oblige.
I heard you. For the wrong Anui.
Need a hand?
You're
Just